Also guys, before the video starts, please subscribe, like, and comment, because it would help me a ton. You don't have to, but please do. And have fun with the video. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is a bit special because it's the first video in years. Well, 2 years almost, to be exact. I haven't uploaded for 2 years, guys. What the absolute hell. Well, you're probably wondering, why am I even uploading now? And it's because now I actually have some free time on my hands, because it's still holiday season, and also because I have gotten the always coming, what do you call it? Motivational surge? Yeah, let's call it that. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to say before this video starts is I will be trying to upload some videos over the holidays, as there are still a few days left. But there won't be that many, especially because editing just takes so much time. That's also one of the reasons why I've been absent for so long. By the way, those are other projects, so ignore that. I've been absent for very long because I just didn't see it fit to make videos if I only got like maximum 20 views. So yeah, I've stopped making videos, and also because the editing took like hours to make, and it was basically not worth it. But I guess I will still upload now. Now I've gotten a bit of motivation to upload and to show you this world. This world is called Linska, or Foxlands, my own world and my own name, as a mate name. So yeah, I hope this world will be much more frequently uploaded on than other projects that I've just left abandoned, like the last video on the German channel. But yeah. Anyways, I'm not here to give you a sub story about why I've been gone. I just wanted to address that I've been gone for a long time and why I've been long gone. About the future, I hope to upload more. I'm not really sure if I will be able to, since I'm heading to 11th grade. I just finished the 10th grade, so yeah, a lot of stress. And the 11th isn't any better. In fact, the 11th grade is even worse than the 10th grade. It's much harder to, well, from what I've heard. Mostly it's just the same teams. No, what the fuck am I saying, bro? It's just the same teams like in the 10th grade, like math, German, everything. But yeah, it won't be fun. That's also what I've heard. I hope I will be able to have enough time to make videos in the coming future, but we'll just have to see if I will have time or not. And also, this series will hopefully be my longest one, since I am building a lot in this. This world, for example, is almost 2 years old now. I've been building all of this without recording, just on my own in my free time, like for fun. But yeah, I hope I could make much more videos. Sadly, I didn't record any of it due to storage issues, because one video takes like 10 gigabytes, and I've spent hours on her just grinding, working, building. So yeah. But now, to end my so-called sub-story, today's video will be the first episode that I actually build something in. It will follow a certain style, like from the bigger YouTuber and someone who can build things way better than I can, called Vigoman. He's also my inspiration for this world and for this mod, called the Conquest Reforged mod. I will be making videos like this, just I don't have the free play camera mod, so you'll have my perspective in the time lapses. What I've planned is I will introduce the episode, yeah, and then I will build on a time lapse, and after the time lapse is finished, I'll just show you around like what I've built. Mainly the main buildings and things. I might sometimes miss some things because I will build a lot, and it probably will take me hours just to build one single thing as a test. If you look here, this is the new sector. That building is not finished. It is still being built. But yeah, this is what I managed to build in the past few days. Just this is a house together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 houses altogether. Yeah. Also the school castle I've built. It's also not finished. I have something like I really have a problem. I keep building things but never finish them fully. For example, this tower is finished, but I still have to finish this tower and then add maybe a few more decorations if I can. But then I'll be finished. So soon I'll just do it off camera probably because this is already built. So in today's video we will build this. This is the smith's forge, his own house and shop all together. Here is his own forge where he will forge the swords, tools, and basically everything he can forge for you. Here will be his, I think, small. It isn't really a small shop, but somewhat small. A little smaller shop where he will sell you these tools, or where you can order them for him to make you with prepayment and all that stuff. On the second floor, as indicated by this, because this is the roof of the first and the floor of the second floor. On the second floor, also here, it will be his own house. He will also have this will also have a second floor where his house will be on top of still. And I plan to make a beautiful balcony here. But yeah, with that out of the way, I will now start building this epic building. This will probably take me a few hours, so yeah, fuck no. Anyway guys, enjoy the time lapse and have fun. Hey guys, I'm back. This is after the time lapse, so now I'll show you the build. As you already know, this is the blacksmith's house and shop and his forge. So bro is rich. I mean, if you can't tell that he's rich compared to these people, then I don't know how you would be able to tell that he's rich. Anyways, the first floor, I said, is his shop, and the second is his own home. So I'll venture in to the shop first. At first, here's the name, Blacksmith, takeoffs, weapons and tools. Now we have this nice arch design with this beautiful roof here. When you go here you have some shelves. Currently there is nothing in them, as there aren't any orders right now. But yeah, here's once again another sign to lead you into it. Don't mind me, I'll just do this so that no dumb idiot can miss it. And yeah, this is a really nice window design that I've accidentally made. Basically a bigger window and a smaller window, plus the torch flower in here. And this is nice door design. Yeah. So first you're met with the main room here with the two chandeliers. Here you have the what the fuck do they call it? The register where you can buy swords, as you see. Someone laid the sword, gave his money, and share. They would currently be doing it, but obviously there are no people in this world, so yeah, shush. Here you have some arrows, spears, a pitchfork, some sickles, warhammers, daggers, more daggers, and yeah, just basically everything you can have. These are pistols, by the way. Here you have bigger things like swords, axes, maces. I think these should be war axes, if I'm not wrong. But then here, as said, you have the employees lounge, the storage room, and special orders room. First off, the employees lounge, that's this room. This is where the employees get to rest, take their breaks and stuff. Here's a bit of wine for them, because you know, in medieval times everyone drinks. Currently there is no wine on the table, meaning it's either just been cleaned up or no one's on their breaks. This is the storage room. This nice room here with the beautiful windows. Here's just the storage of all the weapons with these cool shelves that hold more weapons over here. And also a lot of arrows, yeah. All these things were crafted by the blacksmith. So yeah. And then you have the special orders room. This room, as you see, it looks different than the other rooms. Here you can come with the blacksmith and you can talk to him and you can order a special sword or a special weapon that should also, you give the details of the model, how it should look, every single aspect, and then you write it down, sign a paper, and then he creates it for you. It's also a lease contract, I think, so you give 50% of the payment first and then 50 later, just so you can screw him, you know. But yeah, that's it for the shop. The shop took a long time to make because I was debating on what I should put in this large of a shop. I didn't want to make it that large, but I knew for the house up there it would have to be large. Here's the backyard. They have this nice picket fence, I think. Yep. It basically shields the neighbors from accidentally getting hit by the arrows. Here he has the training grounds, literally in his backyard. This is where he or the employees test the weapons they create to see if they're good enough, sharp enough, and etc. Including bows, arrows, and all that. Here's a little well where they get the water from for the cauldrons, and in case a fire breaks out. This is a wheelbarrow, keep forgetting the name. Yeah, it's just to bring things there and here. Here's some storage things, most likely metals and iron and that stuff. But yeah, then you have the forge. This cool looking room with a beautiful ceiling design is the forge with many things. So where do I start? Let's start here. Here are the weapons that have just been forged. This are also basically just been forged or a few days ago or don't fit in the storage. So on any occasion, the weapons can be stored here as well. This is a interesting machine. I wouldn't call it that, but sure, that I've created. You know, these things that the blacksmiths use, like to pump air out. Well, this is basically done here. You put the sword inside on this rope, it gets pulled up, and then it gets cooled down, so it doesn't break, or so it doesn't disform. Here are some more things. Arrows lying on the floor, sure. A scroll. This is a fire rake, yeah. Then you have a bit of tools. These are the tools they use. For example, the hammer, or this is a sickle that they have made. So they have a lot of things. Here they have the cool off cauldrons, where you can put in the things, and also the swords once they're formed, so they cool down. Here's lava, in which you, or well, molten metal to be exact, which out of the sword is made, poured into, you know, those hold placeholders or whatever. So here's some currently made swords or being made. Here's one being hammered, and here's a hammer on anvil. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this forge. This cool little smoke going outside. And yeah, that's the main backyard. But then you go up these nice stairs, and here is his home. When you enter, first thing you see, this is a little, I would say, it walk-in area. It's not really a hallway, because no hallway looks like this. Also, sorry for my voice, it's a bit dehydrated, so yeah. Here, the clothes hanger, you can just put all your clothes on here. Here go the shoes, more shoes because there wasn't storage or enough place for them to go here. Here, the favorite room, where you spend 10 hours a day. Toilet. Then we have the living room. Also note that almost every single roof has this beautiful design. A few windows here, a small two seats and a table where the children can play chess at. The family diner or dining table. They are currently eating or whatever. Yeah. Here you have a few more seats where you can read books or enjoy. Here's the door to the balcony, which I find is a cool little detail I've added to the whole building. It just looks nice, especially if you turn on the very rain or the effects, how they call it. Then you have kitchen and the, I don't really know what to call this. These are possibly hallways, but they're open. It's a very open area, and I really like that detail that it's open. But this is mainly the kitchen. So here's the kitchen. Obviously, in every other kitchen that I've made, it looks basically just like this, a bit different. Here you have shelves, some cooking supplies, some utensils, cloth to mop up any mistakes, jam, I think. Oh. Here's the honey, milk, and all that stuff you need. Also the honey, what do you mean honey? A butter churn to make butter, because for some reason everyone has one. Just ignore it. Here's an easel for art, and also a pot as well as there. So they like flowers, you know. Basically, everyone in the kingdom of Colorado likes flowers for some reason. It's spiritually tied, so yeah, that's a cool detail I want to add. And also look at this cool tepish design. Damn, had to drink a bit of water because I'm so dehydrated. But yeah, well, it's not really called tepish in English. It's mostly called carpet. But yeah, then we come here. Here you have the parents' room. As you can see, the bed is together. They have a few windows. The father here writes recipes for swords or whatever, or maybe orders. Pretty much anything he can do here that he needs, like paperwork or special orders and all that things. Here's wardrobe, paintings, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The bedrooms are the least affectionate to me. A few burlap sacks and barrels, something's in there, some storage things. And then you have the children's room, which for once is bigger than the parents' room. You have two beds here for each of the sons. I'm just going to say they have two sons. This one has money and this one doesn't. This one has nothing on his table currently, so yeah. But without regarding that, this is the ceiling I meant. Not every ceiling is this one, but yeah. So both of the sons have desks adjacent to the windows, or basically in front of the windows. Here's a bookshelf where they can read books. Currently doing schoolwork or something. This one here is an artist. As you can see, he paints. That's also why there's an extra easel here. His father bought it for him. They also have a fancy wardrobe, unlike those children in those houses there. But yeah. And then we have finally the attic. This took quite a bit to terraform, because if you go in spectator, you'll see, yeah, I had to do a lot of work behind this, so it will be correct. Here you have these beautiful windows, like here, and this is also a side profile of the building, or there, and there. The only attic that resembles this is on the port, all the way over there, that building. But yeah. Here, this is an overlapping wall, or whatever you would call it, to hang some food, mostly meat, well, basically only meat. Then you have all kinds of food and stuff, like milk, honey, jam, tobacco, cake, herbs, eggs, turnips, no wait, these aren't cherries, grapes, cabbage, pipeweed, and all that stuff. Everything you need. Also some sausages on hooks and all that. But yeah. Then here you have more storage, some cocoa, because cocoa is rare, that's why there's so little of it. Burlap sacks, even more things in there. Barrels, firewood, and beer. Who doesn't love beer, guys? I don't, but many people do. Mostly in medieval times. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for the house. It took me two whole hours to build this. Like, bro, come on. How much work do I have to do for one house? Well, I did want it to be pretty, because it's more special. But yeah, that's basically it for the house and everything I've built today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and with this, I think it's time to go. So yeah, bye guys, and see ya till next episode. Bye.